Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. This is Brother Rumble with the Most True Podcast. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out this video. Listen, I'm going to ask you, if this is your first time watching, please comment down below with your name and where you're watching from. And if you are a regular watcher, you can do the same. Also, if this is your first time, please consider subscribing to the channel if you like this content, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified whenever we go live or whenever we post up new content. Guys, I know you're anxious to get back into the video. I thank you for taking time out to watch this commercial break. Without further ado, let's get back into the video. What is going on, everybody? This is yours truly, Brother Rumble, here with the Moments True Podcast. Guys, y'all come on in. Come on in. Take a seat. Get your coffee. Get your water. Get your Gatorade. Whatever you want to get. Put your feet up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, like I always say, you could be anywhere in the world, but you have chosen to take these next few minutes to come and chill with your boy. And I appreciate that. I'm going to tell you that right now. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's hard to find good friends. And y'all already know how we do on the podcast, man. Y'all ain't just friends, you're family. So every time we put up an upload or go live, whatnot, it's always a family reunion. You know what I'm saying? I bring the ribs, you bring the chicken. We bring the red Kool-Aid. You know, we have a good time. Guys, we got a good one tonight, man. We got a good guest tonight. We talking about finding God's power in your purpose with the one and only Life Coach of the Year, Miss Ming Lee, is in the building, man. Come on now. Yeah. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be really, 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 really good. But before we do that, guys, you already know what we do. We got a few quick announcements. We're going to run through these announcements, and then we'll go ahead and bring up the guest of the hour. First and foremost, guys, you already know we are in the midst of a $300 giveaway. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And if you want to join in, this is how you can win this money, because I want to bless one subscriber with $300. Now, this is how you do it. If you have not, I need you to subscribe to the channel and then click that bell notification and set it on to always, so you can always get alert whenever we put up new content. Once you do that, I need you to email a screenshot of your subscription with the bell notification on. I need you to send it to me along with your name to rembermediagroup@gmail.com. Once you do that, you will automatically be entered into the contest. Once we hit 10K subscribers, which we're about 1,200 away right now, which, man, listen, I'll tell you all the time, man, I got that crazy faith. I really believe within the next month and a half, we're going to be there. Because, man, y'all joining the family more and more every day. So I really appreciate that. But once we hit 10K, man, I'm going to do a video of me pulling a name out of the barrel, and that name will win the $300. Once I do that, I will reach out to you via email. You can let me know. I can let you know that you've won, and you can let me know how you would like to receive your money. Next, the next one I want to give out, the next announcement, guys, is if you would like to support the channel, you can do it one of three ways. You can do it through via Cash App at $ Rember Media Group, PayPal, Rember Media Group, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. All right, guys, we got a good one today, man. Listen to me real closely. I met this young lady about a month ago, but before I met her, I came across her videos, one of her videos on my Instagram feed. And it was a very encouraging video. So I followed her, and every day she was posting these inspirational videos. And it was blessing me because during the time I was having a real hard week that week. And for many of y'all that are avid followers of the channel, y'all know that I have made it. I've just recently started talking about my battles with deep depression. I was diagnosed with it when I was in the Army. And that particular week, I was really fighting with it, man. I know in the church, a lot of people like to say that stuff is a demon and just pray about it or whatever, but everything is not a spirit and everything is not a demon. There are people out here that are really going through real issues, that are really dealing with things and having a hard go at it. And that week I was having a hard go, and this young lady's videos really encouraged me to keep it going, man. She always have a positive outlook, always just up and going. So I reached out to her and asked her, would she mind coming on to the channel? And we've stayed in contact throughout it all. And man, I tell you, man, she's a vibrant, vibrant soul, man. I'll tell you, she's vibrant, man. She's funny. She's funny, man. I'll tell y'all, man. But let me give y'all a little bit of this bio, man. Miss Ming Lee is from Baltimore. Okay, she is an accountant by day, but also has a hands in numerous different things, special things. She has a brand founder of cosmetics. She's a fitness brand founder. She's into podcasting. She's social media motivational influencer, and she really, really does well with mentorships, man. So she's got her hands in a whole bunch of pots. But I ain't gonna, take it all from her. So I'm gonna let y'all hear best from her. So y'all welcome up to the stage the one and only Mrs. Ming Lee. Y'all give it up to her. Yeah. All right, Miss Ming, I gotta ask you a question.
What's up?
Gotta ask you a question. Y'all have a very unique slang out there in Baltimore.
Oh, God. Not even a slang. That's just a way of life for real. Like, come on now.
Listen, man. Now, I got some subscribers that's from Baltimore, so y'all don't come for me too hard in the comments. But when I first heard you talk, man, and you got this saying on your video,
right?
Be intentional and do all things with purpose. But I said we gonna have to. I said, Jesus, we gonna have to talk with her about this lingo, man. What is going on? But then I started paying attention because I'm Facebook friends with a couple people from Baltimore, so I started paying attention to the lingo, and I'm like, it's everybody out there that do that, like so. Like, what's up with that? What's up with the drawn out in your D's and your R's?
I have no idea, but I get all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people from Baltimore, they get it where people say, "Oh, you sound like you're from London." Man, I don't sound like nothing like no London. Then get people that say to me, "You don't look like you should sound like that." Like, what that mean?
What does that mean? Like,
this is your humble servant, Lord.
I don't know, man. Well, I tell you what, man. For those that are watching, because man, listen, you internationally world known, man, go all over the globe, superstar when it comes to this motivational speaking thing. So, how did you get into the motivational speaking? Like, when did you realize like this was a thing for you?
So it was two things that happened. It was a joke at first. Well, I'll say how the motivational speaking started, and then I'll say how I got my little tagline that I do. But it started by me being in like a little trench. We all go through our things in life. And seeing, you scroll and then you read something online or you hear something that you needed right in that moment. And I wanted to be that for people because I know that I have a way of speaking to people. I try to make it short, but I know I have a way of speaking to people. In regard to the tagline, one day I was delivering some checks to the the post office for my job. And I was getting in the car. And I said, "What's good, y'all? This Ming's Motivational Minute." I said, "Oh, I was just joking, but that might be a thing." And then it started.
Wow, that's amazing. Now you said that you like to reach people through the screen. I can say personally, from my own personal experience, when I first started watching your videos, they really encouraged me because at that time I was really in a dark place. That week I was battling through some issues, and it was the kindness, it was the vibrance, it was the swag, it was, and then your message is a message of motivation, and it's also a message that speaks to the soul. So let me ask you, how do you come up with your thought patterns for the videos? Or is it just something that comes sporadically, or is it something that you say you like draw out, like this day I'm gonna talk about this day I'm gonna talk about this?
Nope. Honestly, the way that it happens, like I believe in being organic and being real, because it's so much like this a microwave type of society. It's so much crazy, like people want things instantly, want it fast. Then they also want to be fake and fraudulent about it. Like, I'm very organic. I literally will be on my way to my 9 to 5 as an accountant, and I stop at the red light. Oh, I should say this. Boom, film it. It takes 30 seconds. So by the time I'm done, the light done changed and I'm on my way.
Okay. Now, you just said something about we live in a generation where everything is microwave. Everybody wants it fast. Where do you think, as a society, how did we get to that point? Because I know growing up, like when I was younger, people were more amped to help other people. People were more kinder. People was more compassionate towards people. Where and people liked it to take their time with things back then. Where do you think, as a society, we kind of veered to the left, where we stopped being so compassionate toward our fellow person and being, as you said, more of this microwave type generation? Where do you think, in your mind, where do you think we kind of veered off at with that?
Social media.
Yeah.
Social media. People see stuff and they think it's real life, when a lot of those people not really doing those kind of things.
Yeah.
They want it instant. Oh, I need this. I need to be like, no, that person not even living a real life. They driving rental cars. That's the Airbnb. Like, it's social media.
Do you think social media is the sole thing, or because I think it's like a number of things. I believe that is the family values are not what they used to be anymore. I feel like, like for example, music, social media, people's desire to want to be liked, and as you say, want to be more than what they are. Like, it's almost to the point where it's like people don't like, what's the word? I don't want to say it right. It's almost like people are not, they don't feel complete within themselves. You know what I'm saying? And we're constantly looking for things. We're constantly wanting to enhance things and do things. And do you think that social media is the main culprit that makes people feel like they're not good enough anymore, always comparing their life to the person's life on the screen? Do you think that's the main culprit, or do you think that's like a conglomerate of factors that go into that?
I would say definitely social media, of course, plays a part, but also like how somebody is brought up. Because if you think about it, nowadays the grandparents getting younger and younger, so it's like it's not the same. It's really not the same. It's family and it's social media.
Wow.
Because even the grandparents want to be like the people on social media, and it's like,
what? Yeah, man. Look, you got grandpa, you got daddy, and you got the son. All of them in the club together. You got grandma, mama.
Probably only like 40 something. Like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I want to dive into, because you have a radio background. So do you think, how did you get in the radio? And was that something that you just kind of stumbled upon, or did you go to school for that? Or how did you get into the radio thing?
I did not go to school for it. I actually have a few friends that work in radio, but of course we were way younger at the time. And it was like, oh, I like your voice. I like your charisma, your energy. You want to try being on the show? Try being on the show. It went well. Then I got proposed an offer to do a show with a guy. His name was Apple Scrap. He passed away. God rest his soul. But me and him had a show going for a while. After he passed away, I stopped for a little while, then got reintroduced to it through friends. So yeah, ultimately through friends.
So did you ever, like, was there anything like butterflies or anything, like being on this microphone, hundreds of people, thousands of people listening to me every morning? Was it like a Steve Harvey morning show? What kind of show was it?
So with the show that I had with Scrap, that was like the main show that I was doing. The show that he and I had together, it was like hot topics, but we would like have live listeners, of course, being live, whether it was on social media or whether they could call in or text in, and they would give their input also on whatever the hot topics were. It would be like two main questions, but then it funnels down to other stuff. So that's how that show was ran. It wasn't like a morning show. It was spicy, a little spicy. It was a little spicy. Not crazy, but it was a little spicy.
Okay. So your co-host passes away. And was it that you just couldn't find, it was hard to find chemistry with somebody else? Or was it more of you just wanted to shut it down after he passed away? What was the cause of you no longer wanting to do radio at that season once your co-host passed away?
It wasn't me not wanting to do it. I just had to wait for another opportunity or present myself for another opportunity. But out of respect for him, he was a comedian and a radio host. But once he passed away, he's the one that started the show. I wouldn't have felt right trying to quote unquote replace somebody that started something. So I just left that, at what it was. So
okay. And in your bio, you say that you also got into podcasting. So with with your podcasting and your motivational speaking, does that, like your life coaching, does your radio background kind of feed into that? Do you kind of draw from that when it comes to your podcasting and things of that nature?
Of course, I'm very comfortable speaking, so of course that helps from the radio aspect. Like, I know how conversations flow. I know, like, I just know like the things that seem small that actually matter the most. So,
well, look, let me tell you something, y'all. She ain't shy when it comes to talking. All right, she not shy when it comes to talking, and she showed up ain't shy when it comes to saying what's on her mind. I'm telling you that right now, man. Miss Ming is a character, man. She really is, but in a good way. So you talk about in your bio, you talk about your mentorship. What made you want to do a mentorship? Because that's something that's no light thing, you know what I'm saying? When you start mentoring young minds and basically being a role model, you know what I'm saying? Like, what made you want to get into that? How did that become a passion for you?
So I've always been a talker or speaker, whatever you want to call it, but just seeing like certain things in young girls and in young women, like it triggers a conversation for me to have with them, not in a disrespectful manner, but in the aspect of giving advice or what have you. Then I also have like a lot of younger ladies in their like 20s and stuff like that come to me for a lot of advice. And they ask me like, bold head on, can you be my mentor? Like, of course, why not? They see the life that I live. Like, I can say that knock on wood and thank God, but I live a comfortable life, and I have grown a lot, like in the aspect of like career wise and the things that I do, and I did it by myself. So they're like, okay, I might not want to go down that same exact path, you know, and do the same exact things as you. But if I'm looking to do this, how can I travel to get there? So I'm pretty good for information.
Does it ever get overwhelming sometimes?
No.
No?
I don't have any kids. The most I got is a dog. So those young ladies, they can reach out to me whenever they want. And I'm maybe not always available, but I always make sure that I contact them back and, you know, stay in touch.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. And we getting ready to wrap it up here in a minute, but what can people expect from you moving forward? What's the next thing that you got going on?
So I'm actually in the process of building out my studio. So
Okay.
I'll be doing some longer form content instead of just like the 30-second, 45-second videos. Also,
Mhm.
I am going to look into and, of course, pursue maybe going to schools or shelters and trying to like get like small classes of young girls or young ladies and do some things with them, some activities, like do some
Wow.
speaking to them, even take them out, you know, so that they can feel seen.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you something. I applaud you for that because you rarely have, and I was saying this in one of my videos 2 days ago. You rarely have people that really take the time to pour into young people. A lot of young people do not feel
Mhm.
seen or heard at all. And when they don't have an outlet, someone that really cares, someone that really have their best interest in mind with no hidden motive, it'll cause them to lash out in different ways. So for you to take the
Mhm.
time to want to invest in these young ladies in their future, that really speaks to you as a person. My prayer is that God take your business plan to the very next, to the highest of the heights, because I was just reading an article on Twitter where this young lady, this young girl, so to speak, she was like 12 years old, and she was being abused by someone that she looked up to. And a lot of times
Mhm.
people don't understand how that messes up a child's mind. We really need to, I feel, get back to a society where we pour into our children and pour into these young people, because they are the future. They are the next politician or the next great sensation or the next doctor, lawyer, whatever. And it's kind of like when we were kids, like you had that one teacher that was impactful to you, and they all, no matter how old you get, you remember that teacher. You know what I'm saying? And what you're doing is kind of similar along those lines. Like you could be that one to pour seed in them to put them on the path toward greatness. And I commend you for that,
Mhm.
because we're not doing that enough. We're not, man. We are not doing that enough at all. So I want to say thank you for taking just a short time out of your busy schedule to come by and, chill with the little people. You know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. It's amazing that we got her, because she be on the go. I'm talking about flying all over the place, man. Got speaking engagements everywhere, man. So it's like when she take time to come chill with the little people, we gotta make the best out of it. So we appreciate you, really do. Listen, is there anything that you would like to say to anybody, any young lady that may be watching? Is there anything that you would like to say before we get out of here?
You have to learn to get out of your own way. You are your
Mm,
biggest competition. you are going to be what stops you from doing what you want to do, get out of your own way. Please. Once you do that, guess what? It's only up from there.
Me, that'll preach. That'll preach now. That'll preach. Hey, I'm going to tell you, man, next time I have to go minister somewhere, I'm going to have to use that. I'll send you 30%.
You know what's funny? I've had people like inbox and ask me if I was a pastor, and I'm like, no, absolutely not.
You know what?
I've had that question posed multiple times.
Since you want to open up that box, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. It's on you, man. It is on you. Like,
I don't know about that. That sounds like a lot of pressure.
No, it ain't a lot of pressure. I just feel like this is what I feel, and this is what I believe, is that God has a calling on your life for ministry, because what you're doing is already ministry. It's already ministry. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think that what God has put in you and what he wants to birth out of you, man, it's going to be next level. It's going to be out of this world. The amount of not just young women, but women your age and older that can be touched by the words that come out of your mouth. So you got that swag on you now. You know what I'm saying? You got that. You, as the young preachers would say, you got the oil. you got the oil on you. you carrying the oil, man. Come on, somebody that'll preach right there. Carrying the oil. When you get out, I done came up with a message. When you get out of your own way, you can carry the oil. Come on, somebody that'll preach right there. I mean, I want to say thank you for taking your time to come by and chill with us, little people. All right, y'all give it up for it, man.
Absolutely.
Give it. Guys, I hope y'all thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I know it was short and sweet, but it was worth it, man. Because we all need to be poured into. We all need to feel like we are being seen, feel like we're being heard, and that's not happening enough today. So I want to encourage you. I don't care if it's your child. I don't care if it's a neighbor or a person you go to church with, a person you go to school with, whoever. Take the time to speak life into somebody. Let somebody know that they're seen. Let somebody know that they're heard. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. Acts of kindness can go a very long way. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode on tonight. Until next time, this is Brother Rimber. Remember, you are truly blessed.
Help me, Jesus. I need you to help me. I need you to help me, Lord.